then once you've decided all of that, and kind of have an idea of where you want to go, if you want to build your brand, if you want to be an influencer, all of that we've already talked about, then I think the first thing that I would say is try to get involved within your niche. So even though you're very unique, you have your own story to tell. Like for me, example, my main story, I guess, that I'm telling online is about being a new mom, having a new marriage, being somebody who can provide lifestyle beauty tips. And there's a niche for that, of people who are also providing similar information. And I would recommend that you find that and find it on YouTube, find it on Instagram, find it on Facebook, and get involved. Meet people who meet people as much as you can meet people online, and figure out how you can be involved in that community, whether that's, making friends or somehow commenting on pictures or collaborating on videos. There's so many ways that you can get involved as an influencer within your niche. So that would be probably a video that I could do, or a topic that I could do a little bit more in depth on, if you guys wanted me to. So let me know about that down in the comments. One specific example that I could give on how you could find your niche on Instagram uses lots of hashtags. So if you have a hashtag that you think of that you want to use for your platform, or you want to be involved somehow in your platform, go and look up that hashtag and find people who use the similar hashtag, that hashtag or something similar, and get involved with those people. See, how you can get involved. Just talking to people is really how I kind of got started. I researched a lot online, which is going to be my next tip, but I also found people who I really enjoyed following them myself. And I just kind of told them that, and I asked them, what made you start influencing? What, was kind of your goals? And just over time built relationships with people. So again, unfortunately, nothing I'm going to tell you today is going to be a quick fix on how to super fast gain followers, super fast become a successful influencer. It takes time, and hopefully you're in it for a legitimate reason. You want to make a difference in the world. You want to bring whatever you have to the table. And with that comes making legitimate connections with people. So the next thing, something I kind of just touched on, is researching. So when I first started out, I started out with my blog, and then that kind of turned into focusing more on Instagram. Then I kind of made the final leap to YouTube. Then I had a Facebook, Twitter, all of those things. And as I did that, I just kind of took on more as I wanted to take on and as I thought was appropriate. But initially, when I started my blog, I had no idea where to begin. I don't have any friends that are bloggers. I don't have family that are bloggers. A lot of times you see people out there who are friends of these big name bloggers or YouTubers or whatever, and it kickstarts their following or their influencer journey super well, super easy. And I wish I had that. I wish everybody could have that relationship with somebody, but I had to do a lot of research into how to create a blog, how to post on the correct website, how to insert pictures. All of those things I did research on my own time, trying to build my brand literally from the ground up. So a lot of times if you have questions on how to do something, I would Google it and see, if somebody has a blog out there who can tell you how to create a blog. That is honestly how I did it. Another thing you can research is fellow influencers who maybe are in your same niche or maybe not. Just influencers in general that you maybe want to follow, that you can research basically other influencers and get inspired by their photos, inspired by their blog, inspired by their YouTube. whatever it is, just get some inspiration for your own creativity, for your own artistry, and, just kind of get an idea of maybe, things that you could do yourself. So the next thing I would recommend researching and really working on is the quality of your product that you're presenting. So are you on YouTube? Are you on Instagram only? Are you blogging? Whatever that is, or if you're doing all of it, dedicate time to make that quality product that people are going to want to follow. With that, you will then receive natural following. People who want to read more of your blog posts, people who want to see more of your photos, people who want to hear more about your life. So by working on the quality of all of those things and making sure, people can see you, that your pictures aren't super blurry. People can read what you're trying to say, that you are typing your blog post in a grammatically correct way. Like, you just want to make sure that what you're presenting has a minimum quality status. You're putting out consistent quality information, product, then people will want to follow that. I specifically could do a video on its own of how I do really some quick editing for my photos to make sure that the quality of them is just a little bit better than me just taking it on my phone and posting it super easy. Or how I spend a little bit extra time video editing to make sure that what I put out there on my YouTube is a little bit, better than just shooting it and putting it up without editing. So if you guys are interested in seeing about, a more in-depth video about how specifically I focus on my product quality, then let me know that down in the comments. So the next thing that kind of just comes naturally, like I said, once you're putting out consistent quality product, is your following. So brands, if you're wanting to work with brands, they want to see that you have a following, that people have reason to listen to what you have to say. And to do that, you kind of have to focus on your following as well. That honestly is just such a huge topic that I will just say that I will focus one video on how to work on your following here in this next part of the series. Once you have kind of a following, people who want to see what you have to put out there, people who are interacting with you, people who want to hear what's to come next, then you can kind of start to work on making some money from it. You can get involved with micro influencer networks, influencer networking, and you can also reach out to companies themselves. I have a lot of people that ask, like, how did you get what such and such collaboration or such and such sponsorship? A lot of times, the times that I'm working with brands are from me going to brands and presenting myself, presenting a social media kit, presenting, what I have to offer and why I want to work with their brand. So a lot of times people are like, what do I say? Again, that's something that I spent a lot of time researching on. And there are, I think, a couple tips that I could provide. So that will also be for sure, one topic dedicated video that I will put in this series as well. Just some recommendations on how I would say you should approach brands in a successful manner. So definitely stay tuned and subscribe down below if you haven't already, so you can keep up with all of the upcoming videos that will be a part of this influencing series. So that, I think, is it for today's video, you guys. I'm really hoping that some of those base level tips can get you at least started on your influencing journey, or at least give you more information about what influencing is all about and whether or not, that's something that you guys want to take the leap into. Like I said, I'm really excited to be starting this series, and I'm not sure how often I'll be able to add posts to the series. I don't know if it's going to be once a week or once a month thing. It will probably be based off of the engagement that I receive off of the video. So if you guys are really interested in hearing more, give this video a thumbs up. Definitely let me know down in the comments, and make sure to subscribe if you haven't already so you can keep up with all the videos. And like I said, I love helping. So if you have specific questions that maybe I didn't talk about today, or topics that you'd like to see me make a video on, let me know by commenting that down below as well, or you're more than welcome always to DM me directly. But again, I think that's it for today's video, you guys. I really appreciate you watching. I will see you next time. Bye.